Alright, what is up, guys? We are back with Eden Zero, Chapter 28, New Companions. We are almost caught up, right? I think 29 is coming out, I think either today or maybe tomorrow, I don't know. But we're caught up now. So yeah, last chapter we had the chronophage actually come to the planet of Guilt and eat away over 1200 years of its time. I thought that was really, really cool. Just in terms of like the whole existence of the chronophage, I thought really I went into it like in depth in my last reaction, just how cool I think Mashima has been able to already build a pretty like fleshed out world that exists outside of our main crew, right? I think so. Like this was a threat that was not summoned by the by Shiki or anything like that. Like the chronophage just happened to be in the area, right? So I think it's really cool that like this world exists on its own. Like it doesn't like the world just doesn't revolve around Shiki and his crew, right? Like the world has its own things going on outside of the main cast. So I think that's really cool in terms of world building. Something I never felt Fairy Tail really succeeded in. So I thought that was really cool. Last chapter, I talked about it a lot more in my last reaction, but it was appreciated for sure. So we're off the planet now. We're escaping. So yeah, I'm excited to see what comes next. And this color page is really nice, man. To see everybody's color scheme. Let me see if I can focus that a little bit. Okay. Yeah, you guys probably can't see it too well, but oh well. I like Sister Evelyn's design a lot. Like the white hair, I think is something. I don't want to say fresh, but like I don't know. It's cool. Like she doesn't have red hair, right? Or something like that, or just blue hair, or black hair, or something like that, or blonde. Something generic. Like I feel like white is like a pretty cool color, right? Um, so yeah, man, I like their designs. Yeah, Homura, man, Jesus Christ, dude. But yeah, let's get into this chapter. All right, so we got the chronophage, man, taking away that planet. Um, Man, okay, so that's the chronophage, huh? It really ate the planet. That's what happened to Norma. What a terrifying sight. Do you think everyone had time to flee? It's quite unlikely, but it is the law of the cosmos, so there is nothing that can be done. According to the numbers, 1200 years at least. 1200 years of guilt's time was devoured. Thus, the people left behind would not have survived. We may see them again in 1200 years. It's been a while, sister. How have you been, witch? So really quick, does the chronophage, um, like when guilt, um, kind of goes back to like its present time, like once it reaches, 1200 years, then, uh, will the chronophage like let it go or whatever? Like, I don't know. Um, Rebecca, Happy. I'm so glad you're okay. Me too, Happy. Again, thank you everyone for coming to save me. Don't mention it. And it gave us the opportunity to save Sister as well. Did you need an opportunity to do that? Well then. Huh? Why am I suddenly so scared? Don't cry, Rebecca. You too. For a short moment, I imagined losing one of my friends and just thinking about it. Stop crying, it's annoying. The new Demon King, he's quite strange, isn't he? You don't recognize him? That's the boy that Master Ziggy brought back with him. His name is Shiki. Yes, I knew that the moment I saw him. The child that Ziggy was ready to give up finding mother for. He's grown quite a bit. Um, and through all that, we have safely brought Rebecca back. Plus, we also found Sister Ivory. Thank you for repairing me. My pleasure. You were quite a complicated one. Now we need to find Valkyrie and Hermit. Oh, there's a character named Valkyrie, man. Oh, that's awesome. I got a bias for anything Norse mythology, so I think Valkyrie is probably gonna be my favorite character, like no matter what. So, oh, it's so cool, man. Um, so in order to bring back the true strength of Eden Zero, and we could pass the Dragon Falls and escape the cosmos. Aye. And you don't know the whereabouts of those two? Sadly, no, but... Homura? Come to think of it, how did you two meet? You have Valkyrie's sword. Oh. What? That is right. But just so we are clear, I do not know where she is either. To tell you the truth, I am looking for her too. Valkyrie, my master, suddenly disappeared. Master? I thought so as soon as I saw your sword. Valkyrie's student, huh? Now I get why you were so interested in this ship. I want to see my master. I said that out loud. How embarrassing. Then when you said you wanted to challenge Shiki, I was telling the truth. I heard about the Demon King from my master, someone who even she can't defeat. As a knight, I want to fight Shiki, the person who inherited the same name. But I don't want to fight a friend. Even though I promised. Friend? You're my grandpa's student, right? So that means you're my friend. At this rate, you'll befriend the whole of mankind. Right. This fight isn't out of hate or anger, it's a competition. You could say it's something I want to do as a friend. I'm not saying that I want to fight you right now, just one day. Let me stay on this ship. I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to find Valkyrie. Alright, now let's find Valkyrie and then compete. Welcome aboard. Aye, thank you. So the whereabouts of Valkyrie and Hermit really are unknown. What? Does this mean that Master Weiss is coming with us too? Come to think of it, you helped us save Rebecca. I knew you were kind like the professor. You also repaired me a bit. You brought me to the ship too. You are also the one who freed me from my bounds and helped with cleaning duties on the ship. We are already friends. Well, yeah. I don't have anywhere else to go anyways. We can be friends for now. Cool. Wait, what? What? Why? No. I will drop, like, I will drop this manga if this guy becomes, if this guy joins the crew. Like, I do not want to see this guy ever again, honestly. I just did not want to see him ever again. What the, huh? Moskoy. This guy, why is he here? Stop right there. This guy here, he is a companion. And he's actually my servant. Oh man, he's staying, isn't he? Damn it. He's in charge of doing all the chores on the ship. Moskoy. He was with me until that fake sister remodeled him into being a subordinate for her. Cute, isn't he? Moskoy. I found him with serious injury, those bastards. How many bullets did they even shoot at him? I'll find whoever shot him and give him a taste of their own medicine. And Weiss is just like sweating. But that was... Don't tell her, idiot. Everyone please take care of me. Don't push it. I said don't. Moskoy. What's that button for? Scary. What's the situation with Guilt, the planet that the chronophage preyed on? Looks like 1200 years of time was eaten. That's worse than the 50 years of Norma. And the number of deaths, the exact number is not known. But judging by the number of ships that escaped into space, less than 10% survived the attack. Most from that planet were criminals. No one's losing tears over them. Still, a life is a life. And countless lives have vanished. Guilds was thought of as a prison without iron bars, meaning they were free to do as they wished within the planet. But during this incident, that man was released into space. Wait. Meaning they were free to do as they wish within the planet, but during this incident, that man was released into space. Weird. I like this guy's design. He reminds me of like, maybe someone from the Elite Four in a Pokemon game, right? Like, or just a gym leader in general. That's what he kind of reminds me of. Colonel Jaguar, dude. Okay. That man's on a different level to Iliga and the mercenaries of Rogout. I would hope whoever they're talking about is better than Iliga. Like, to me, Iliga is not even like like a main arc villain or whatever. Like he was that lame of a villain. Like, come on, like, and what was that guy with the Aragorn, right, from Fairy Tail with the wind scythe or whatever? Like he's like a an average, like first arc villain or whatever. Iliga is just like even worse than that, right? So yeah, I would hope whoever they're talking about is better than Iliga. Um, all right, so the one who turned Giltz into a rogue planet. One of the six galactic warlords, Draken Joe, Alchemists of Darkness, to be continued in Chapter 29, Iron Hill. This is cool, man. This is really, really cool. I'll show you guys this design. Um, Dope, dude. So, obviously, man, since I said this last chapter too, but like I've been watching One Piece lately, so that's why like I'm just like in this One Piece mindset right now. But um, six galactic warlords, man. That gives me chills, man. That gets me really excited. To know that there is not necessarily, or this is what I'm hoping for, that not necessarily that they're a group that, works together like a Ration Sais or a Tartaros or something like that. Like, I'm really hoping that they are just like all independent from each other, and whenever something really big happens, then they get all called together or whatever. But I hope that they are kind of like, the warlords from One Piece. Like they kind of all exist, separate from each other. They all do their own thing, right? Um, like maybe this Draken Joe has control over, this one planet or something. Um, it'd be cool, like maybe Draken Joe is like, I don't know, in control, or he runs maybe treasury for the overall six warlords. Like he's in charge of like the money, and you have another one in charge of, I don't know, like state affairs between planets or something like that. Like I think it'd be really cool if they were all in charge of like something very specific and different from one another. Um, yeah, I don't know. Um, but interesting. So he was on Gilst apparently, right? Um, he was released into space. Um, so the one who turned Gilst into a and he's the one who's responsible for how Gilst was presently. Um, basically becoming this hole for this home of, or a cesspool of, just like rogues and thugs and low lifes and things like that, right? Um, so he's the one responsible for that. Um, and then he was just released. It looks like I mean, not intentionally, obviously, but thanks to the chronophage, he was able to get out. Um, awesome, man. I like his design too, man. It looks like his hair is very, very unique for at least what I've seen in like Mashima, like how Mashima normally does his hair, because it looks like feathers, right? Almost. I think that's really cool. But yeah, man, he looks really cool. He looks like a legit like a gangster or like a yakuza or something like that. So, I'm really interested. But then again, he's the alchemist of darkness, so he does something with alchemy. Um, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, really, really cool design. Six, what was the six galactic warlords? Um, that makes me so hyped, man. I really hope that that's not just like just one arc where we're dealing with the group, like the six warlords all together, like I said earlier, like a Tartaros, like we dealt with all of them in one arc. Like I hope that what's his name, Draken Joe, like Draken Joe gets his arc to himself, and then the second warlord down the line gets an arc specific to that character, or trying to deal with that warlord, so I hope this is a thing that happens over time and it isn't just like all at once, you know what I mean? Um, because then you have, like, let's say, even though Tartaros is my favorite group of villains in all of Fairy Tail, like, all those characters don't get the time that they properly deserve. They don't get fleshed out. We don't get to know, you know, too much about, you know, every single one of them except for, you know, maybe Silver and like maybe Kyoka, right? But in this, Mashima has the opportunity to actually, you know, focus on one, you know, warlord per arc or something like that to properly flesh them out and make us actually legitimately like care about these villains, or not care, but like, you know, like get a better understanding of where they're coming from, why they do the things that they do, stuff like that. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think it would be really really cool. If he takes, if this is assuming that he is going to take that route, but just when he said the six warlords, my mind like automatically went to the One Piece route. You know, so yeah, thinking about like Arlong and Mihawk and those guys, man. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm excited though. I'm excited for the future, man. This is cool because it feels like now we're finally like the first 28 chapters have been cool, but like in terms of like it just feels like it's just been a series of like little mini arcs or whatever. But now it feels like we're getting into something serious now, like something big, and I'm excited for that. So yeah. That's it for this chapter reaction, guys. Thank you guys for watching so much. Like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.